Bongovam. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Tamar. Good evening, Kenima.
Yeah. Follow up a mandate we PPRC we don't do for CC indeed. Then look at certain cases and team them way down. They come now then next up. We get for deal with the All People's Congress. And it will give Fambu them update in respect to waiting on the happen inside this week.
Yes, we don't as every other party, we don't deal with the APC as a party in respect of so many issues relating to that party. The first place, the Medina Court, and court don't give judgment. The judgment of the court is set up a 21-man committee. Whether 21-man committee, now they in charge with the responsibility for man the affairs of the party until they go to lower level election, onto National Delegates Conference, for men and constitute the organs of the party. And we, as the organization charged with the responsibility for supervise the activities of political parties, will be following the activities of that 21-man committee. But unfortunately, it will seem as if the membership of that committee is split in the middle. They don't get two factions, and none of those factions not seem prepared for men and go shift ground and ensure say them do things as a unit in the general interest of the party. Every one of them, the two factions, they don't stay fixed, they don't stand their ground, and they not seem to be bothered about the well-being of the party. So because of that, we as a commission will be need to call a press conference, for law will inform the press, and through the press, the general public, particularly so the membership of the APC, for men and go lose the 21-man committee, then they seem for diminish the chances of the party for men and go compete effectively in the 2023 general election. Why am I saying this? Now, we the PPRC, we don't patient enough with them, because even when we been published the rules, then we get objections. Then we send the objections then to them for men and respond to their objections. And unfortunately, they could not give us one response. The two factions, each of the factions is sending their own response. One faction they concede to an objection, another faction they object to an objection. So, but since now we, the commission, will deal with the objection and they will be get patient enough, we handle the two responses they will get from them, we'll conduct the hearing of the objections, then we'll make a ruling. When we do the ruling, we tell them, say, okay, when I go input all of the directives, they will don't give another ruling. And again, they went, and then two clean-up copies of the rules come to we. And I called them again to my office. Gentlemen, when they toy with the happiness of the membership of this party, una then give una responsibility for man the affairs of the party until the party able to constitute the regular organs. Yeah, then kind division they are at this committee. Una try, let una see how una go able to bridge this division so that una all will come and work as one for further the interest of the party. So this una will give me one clean-up copy. Because this time I'm not going to entertain two clean-up copies of the same rules. When not to me get to deal with those rules now, I get for send them to the government printer. I mean, for many will publish them for 14 days. And then they cannot come. So since the establishment of this 21-man committee, they have never agreed on anything. The only thing they agree now when they constitute the subcommittee, and then when them do the rules and send them to me. After that now, everything about that committee in a division. The two sides and they go opposite end. And at the end of the day, now the party in time then they waste. Now the party in chances for men and were able to effectively compete in 2023. Now then chances and then they diminish. And when they go don't do that, politicians as they are, they not get for own up to the membership. But say, all of this we happen at the party, now we responsible. Now internal wranglings, now we get to the party. Now personal ambition, the committee is divided into two factions, and each of those factions is further the interest of an individual or individuals, and none of them are ready for shit ground to and get a meeting point for further the interest of the general party. So they're not going to go tell the membership land, and we see no go send out people they be called people them out in the street for unsuspecting youth. They were called to the street to wreak havoc in this country. So we as a commission, we're very concerned with this year they have on the APC, and the committee will come together tomorrow, when they go down while away the chances of the party, for men they will compete effectively in the 2023 election. They go and look for a scapegoat for blame. They're not going to be decent enough for own up to the membership saying, now we, the division will be there amongst you, and make you not able to make a serious challenge. Then go and say, if it is not government, the government institution are there stifle we. So for let the public go understand and let the press go able to understand, and with development partners they understand, I called the press conference yesterday in my office and explained to them this division. As we speak, the rules and regulations for the conduct of the lower level election, they don't come into effect since the 1st of November. The 14 days will not expire, so the rules don't become law. And by the judgment we established this committee, they're supposed to conduct the lower level election within 60 days from the date when the rules become effectual. The rules don't become effectual on the 1st of November 2022, and therefore the 60 days timetable where the courts give them for conduct their ward elections, district executive elections, constituency executive elections, regional executive elections, that 60 days don't begin run. And on to this moment as I'm talking to you, Barry, the DIIEMC, when they're supposed to conduct this election, that is another creation of the court. That is the Transitional Interim Independent Elections Management Committee. Now the court creates that one day again. And when the court creates that one day, the court named the chairman of that committee there, where now be the chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee, one Ibrahim Sodi. Then the court give the responsibility to this 21-man committee again. See, now we now get for name the remaining 24 members of that committee. Now, the two factions, like the 21-man committee, both sides don't submit two lists to me. Two completely lists. One side they come with one list, the other side they come with another list. So I call them in the office again and I encourage them. Gentlemen, election day at hand. The elections are the 24th of June. Now you can get for all of next year. Today, we are not able to come to one for let we not organize the party so that we are going to contest the election there effectively. We are going to go meet them, give me one list of 24 men. We could constitute the Transitional Interim Independent Elections Management Committee so that then people are going to meet with the PPRC law device ways for conduct the lower level elections. As I speak to you, today, they're not able to give me one list. Until now, I get the two lists there where the two sides they submit to me. And the two lists them, each side they exclude the other side. And this is dangerous. Even the chairman where the court don't appoint, they don't meet the committee, encourage them, say, when I try constitute we. Now when I for name the 24, me don't do an advisory note. I don't say, okay, for our West Blabber, when I name the 24 man then at this DIIEMC committee, I mean, in accordance with the spread of the 21-man committee, let us have content, it a content named 10, and the other side, headed by the secretary of the committee, better named 14. Because in the 21-man committee, then get 12, and Peter Conte get 9. So I look at that spread day and advise them that way. The side headed by the secretary to the committee, Honorable Abdulkagu, they don't submit their 14 names, but I still not get the 10 names from Peter Conte yet.
Who is the chairman?
So the interim chairman, Alfred Peter Conte.
Okay.
I not get the 10 names we are subject to them. And the unfortunate thing is, as a commission, we are charged with the responsibility of regulating political parties. So we mandate they go towards legally constituted organs of the party. Now then we get power over. Then why are this 21-man committee now court now create them. And therefore they're not directly they under me.
Okay.
If there is any wrangling in their midst, it should be the court that created them, now for come in and give an interpretation. Because most of the issues they will divide them. They relate to the interpretation of the judgment of the court. The judgment of the court is very simple. It's written in simple English, black and white. And to me, that misinterpretation where each side they purport for do, I mean, it's just a distortion, deliberate distortion for suit their own interest. So, I mean, I will have come out, just let me just conclude, because we need to tell the people of this country what is happening.
Okay.
If it were a regular organ of the party, let's say a ward executive, a constituency executive, a district executive, a regional executive, a national executive, they behave so of the party, when the party elects them, then me for don't get power for ensure they come in and regulate them. But then where the court creates them, this 21-man committee, not a regular organ of the party. The court created them as an interim body for man the affairs of the party until the organs of the parties are constituted. So I get very little power over them. The most I can do is to advise. I don't come up with an advisory note to them or tell them, say, this is my opinion as to how they go. Because myself, I'm not getting mandate for interpret the judgment of the court. The judge will give in judgment, I get that mandate for interpret in your judgment. If me arrogate that authority to myself for going to interpret the judgment of a court, I could be arraigned before court for contempt of court. And I don't want to go that path. So we all get with defined responsibilities then. Now at the hearing say they don't go to court, but let the court for help interpret some segment of its judgment. And while they are there, we are awaiting the ruling of the court. Other imagine issues don't come. I see letter on the table where the chairman they propose for remove the secretary as secretary to the committee, and he removed 2 people that will be appointed to the committee. And all of these are emerging issues. The other side also don't challenge that decision. They say the chairman not get a mandate they for do that. So at the end of the day, the application waited before the judge now, including new issues that would arise. And if the judge is going to limit himself to the prayers waited before him, that the application where they don't care go to them, then it means eventually there will be another application again for interpreting new issues that would arise. And by doing so, you are wasting the time of the party. When they kill the chances of the party. So I don't babysit them. I don't talk to them. Several I call them to a meeting. At one point, I don't even call them to the ONS. Everybody concerned with them, we appeal to them. But the more you talk to them, now the more they divide, they widen. And we don't see now say none of them is ready to put forward the interests of the party. They are all interested in their partisan interests and the interests of their handlers. So we think, say, the public follow, because tomorrow, when the party will put up a very serious challenge in the 2023 elections, then go and say, the government is stifle we. What did happen at the party right now? No extraneous factor, not get handy. Nobody, government not get handy, PPRC not get handy.
You have 1 minute remaining.
This struggle, power struggle. Now they kill the party right now.
All right. Okay, Mr. Chairman, as you don't explain to family fumble in him na lawyer Abdullah Bongwana in the chairman for PPRC, we don't give update in respect to waiting don't the day now in table and waiting don't they do. Mr. Chairman, let's say by Sunday we go also try for get you back on board for make we know waiting get for happen from today to tomorrow as well in respect to waiting don't they na table towards the removal of then 3 people them we don't reach na table by the chairman himself.
Thank you very much. Another controversial issue also we don't na table as a receipt where the chairman they propose for reinstate the former vice president Honorable Sam Sumana, and as I say,
all right, we don't get that one back. We get for deal with the reinstatement of the former vice president we na Sam Sumana, and we get on to the chairman for make we get a comprehensive report in respect to that one. Mr. Chairman,
yes, Kamal.
Yeah.
Can I conclude?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, as I say, I see some receipts they do rounds on the social media where they purport for kind of reinstate, so to speak, the former Vice President Honorable Alhaji Sam Sumana, purporting to have paid his contributions to the party from 2016 to 2022 or thereabouts. I cannot be precise now. That is another contentious issue. And that is also an issue where it is lost in the current application we did before him, magnanimous enough for address all of the issues and they holistically in terms of interpreting his judgment, it will lead them again to court. So all of that happening here, the membership of the party, when they then get a party, they are not aware waiting this 21-man committee they do and their handlers to the party. At the end of the day, when they will not mess up the party chances then for compete effectively by the 2023 elections, they will want to go to the membership and lie to them. And we at the PPRC, we are concerned because when they attempt to do that, it becomes a national security issue. Because we cannot predict what will be the reaction of the gullible membership of the party. Because they're not aware it's all of the stalemate within the party that the 21-man committee will come together and move the party forward. And then go and come and lie to the membership, say, na government, na PPRC, na ECSF. And that is what we are trying to clarify to the public, to the development partners, and particularly to the membership of the APC. Then therefore call these people to order for me to realize they not couldn't get this party. An opportunity the court give them command the affairs of this party until the party organs are properly constituted. So many no can hold the party to ransom because of group interest, individual selfish interest, and personal interest. That is unfortunate for people who purport to love their party, for many them put their group or individual interest, over and above the general interest of the party. This party, they all they behind because of the political capital where the party gets. Now, because of personal ambition, they don't mind if they kill the party in chances. And therefore, we are concerned as an institution responsible for the supervision of political parties for the message that will be given after they go down wreak havoc. The message will then go give to the membership and the general public. Because even as it is now, we as a commission, when we render advice, only the advice in the interest that we want to let the party move forward, we are attacked, then they come around and they cause mama, then they do other things then, but we don't mind about that. And we don't always tell the commissioners and me personnel that the PPRC say, the attack how they get, don't take it out on the party. Not to the party as an institution doing something. These are a few miscreants them, we get the people them, they attack dogs the way that they pay for molest public officials and no more. So don't take it out on the party. Continue to seek the interest of the party when that's then constitute we for, and where the man we appoint we, he give you the privilege for law supervise. So don't take it out on the party. It's difficult because when they cost you mama and do other things for something where you know say you actually not do any wrong. What did they try to do now for try help them party, make the party move forward and able to prepare. And His Excellency don't give the date for the elections over 1 year ago, which is unprecedented. Because in this country, we used for system back then they behind the president, they name the date for the election, but this president don't give over 1 year period. They name the date for the election. The intention is to let all other parties then prepare themselves effectively and participate effectively in the election. He's not a president that is afraid of a competition. So him, he don't name the date. And if people are there, the individual parties them, because of their selfish interest, then they reduce the chances of those parties to compete effectively in the 2023 elections. I think as a commission, we have a responsibility to let the public know, to let the development partners they know, so that at the end of the day, nobody will go out there and skew any nonsense information, say, na government stifle we, na PPRC stifle we, and make the fair we. We will not like that. We want a free, fair, credible competition. The president says that when they buy, you not create the competition, and that make it don't tell all man. Over 1 year ago, say, na so day to the hold this election. That gives you enough time for like organize your party and compete. So if you while away the chances of your party, we hope say when the time comes for reckoning, then will be brave enough and they will be decent enough for let the membership of the party know say na the internal power struggle na cause the party the fortune.
All right, Pambul, in name now lawyer Abdullahi Banguva, he happens to be the chairman for PPRC Nasalu. Okay, Mr. Chairman, as you just don't also give the one way get for talk about the reinstatement of Sam Sumana, that will be by Sunday 7 p.m. We will try to get you more details in respect to the issues that all way don't they come up and you don't voice them to the general public for future reference. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Kamal. You're always welcome. Thank you, the people of Kenya, for listening.